Hi guys, hope you're doing well. In this video we're comparing Thailand's retirement visa, which has been under the gun a bit in recent times, to Philippines. Now this came about, actually, this video, from the reasons, or the real reasons, why expats leave Thailand. The comments I was getting in there, the Philippines kept popping up. I was getting comments from expats all over Asia and guys that want to eventually, after all this pandemic mess is sorted out, retire to Asia. So I thought, well, what is Thailand, pushing out the average Joe retiree? Or is it just in line with the rest of Asia? I'm just going to have a look today at the Philippines, and we're going to compare them. I'll give you my thoughts, and we're going to keep it basic. We're going to keep it down to the financials, because it is like going down a rabbit hole when you try and talk about visas, especially the Thai visa system. So we're going to start by trying to explain the anomaly that is the Thai retirement visa. All right, let's give this a go. There are primarily two types of retirement visa, the O and the OA. Both require $25,000 or 800,000 baht in a bank account, or 65,000 baht and $2,000 monthly, primarily pension income. Now the OA is issued in your home country, and the $25,000 need to be in your account 2 months prior to application. You also need 400,000 baht inpatient medical insurance cover, or 40,000 baht outpatient cover. Now the non-O is issued primarily in Thailand. There are a few countries that do issue it, but you can obtain this non-O retirement visa coming in even on a tourist visa. You come in, you apply for the non-O, then you can extend and get a retirement visa from that. The big difference here is you need to put money in a Thai bank account 2 months prior, keep it in 3 months after you've received the retirement visa, and also keep the level above 400,000 baht. A big difference is that you don't need to pay for the insurance, which has caused a lot of grumblings. So they are the two primary retirement visas. There is a 5-year OX visa, but no one seems to use that. You have to put $100,000 in there, and there aren't any real massive benefits to having that visa. Whew, that was hard work. Right, so what are the pros and cons? Well, the main benefit is that you get to stay in Thailand, for a year. This is renewable, of course, but for most guys that have dreamed of retiring here and want to come here, that is enough, and that is the primary benefit. But health insurance, well, most other countries I've looked at, especially in Asia, require mandatory health insurance, and there was this disparity between the O and the OA. The O is not having to get the health insurance. I think this will be all brought in line eventually, especially after this, the dust settles after the pandemic. Everyone's going to require some kind of mandatory health insurance for a long stay here in Thailand. However, this is going up from the 400,000, I believe, to $100,000 cover, which, if you're in your 60s and 70s, is going to add quite a lot onto your monthly bill. So to the cons, well, it's mainly to do with paperwork, bureaucracy, dealing with it causes confusion. A lot of the time there's different rules and disparity between regulations, even within Thailand. What can happen in Chiang Mai immigration can be slightly different to what happens in Dak, and it can cause confusion, stress. A lot of paperwork. You need to have your wrists well oiled, and you'll be signing a lot of documents on your renewals of your or extension of your retirement visa. You'll be probably jogging off to the photocopy shop. I actually have a marriage extension, and the paperwork is unbelievable. There's some great, the immigration officers in Dak are fantastic, but we do joke about it. I did actually get cramped last year, my hand seized up, so I expect a lot of paperwork, but once you've done it a few times, it gets a bit easier. Now, for those with you with a bit of extra cash and you don't want to deal with all this paperwork, bureaucracy, which can be a bit of a wind-up, to be honest, there is the elite visa scheme here in Thailand, which basically cuts through all the immigration processes and all the paperwork. You don't even have to queue up at immigration at the airport. You're taken through, you're taken to your hotel in a limousine. They'll deal with 90-day reports, which we're going to talk about in a minute. That is the main perk of it. You do get other little perks as well, but it ranges from, they're quite pricey. It's like 500,000 baht, I think, for 5-year elite visa, up to 2 million baht for a 20-year elite visa. There are other things involved in that program, but it is basically to cut through all the bureaucracy. Now, I know guys have got it, and when I'm queuing up in immigration, I'm a little bit jealous. Another one is the 90-day report, where you have to show yourself to immigration. This can be done online, I believe, but I've heard mixed reports about that app and by post. But yeah, it annoys some people. I'd make a day of it. I just pop over to Mae Sot, maybe make a video. I like Mae Sot anyway. You can even do it drive-through, I think, in Chiang Mai. So it's kind of a hassle, but not a big deal. The other con is, well, it depends what happens with the health insurance, I suppose. If it does go up to that $100,000 limit, it could push people's budgets over the top. So that's the Thai retirement visa in a nutshell, well, worm's eye view of it anyway. So we're going to head over to the Philippines and see how that compares. All right, welcome to the Philippines. Now, actually, this is the Philippine Retirement Authority, which is actually separate from the main immigration department in the Philippines. It's part of the Department of Tourism, and it's set up specifically for retirees. And the PRA offer a special residence retiree visa, or the SRRV. Now, this particular visa was suspended for a while. It was open to 35 years old and above, but there was a kind of bit of abuse from some, I believe, Chinese nationals with some dodgy birth certificates. This is what I read online, and they shut down the program, but they've reopened it, but you've got to be 50 or over now. Straight off the bat, I can see there's a lifetime visa, multiple entry. You don't need re-entry permits. There's no reports to immigration, any of that stuff. And there seem to be 4 options available. The SRRV Smile, which is a $20,000 deposit. I believe this is fixed. You can't touch it. It just stays in there while you're in this program. You can't touch that at all. There's the Classic, where if you're without a pension, it's $20,000 in an account, or $10,000 if you have a pension. However, the difference is you can actually go into these funds if you want to buy a condominium or a long-term lease of a house. Then you have the Human Touch, which is if you've got some health problems, you might need some medical care, but you need a monthly pension of $1,500 and a $10,000 deposit into a bank in the Philippines. Now, there are some courtesy visas here. There's one for if you work in government departments around the world, foreign affairs. But the one that really stands out is for if you're a veteran or a retired military. Basically, if you're over 50 years old, you can get that deposit goes down from $20,000 down to $1,500, which is quite a significant drop. But you must have a monthly pension of $1,000. Now, all these programs, you can bring dependents. I believe it's 2, your significant other and a child. But there is a setup fee, which is $1,400 and $300 per dependent. It is a one-off payment. But then there is an annual fee of $360. Now, I believe if you're the veteran or retired military, this is only $10. So, I mean, if you are veteran and retired military, this is a good deal, I reckon. But those are the principal financial requirements, and they're not too bad. I mean, the only problem I can see, well, it's not. I mean, it's $20,000. It's stuck there. You can't do anything with it. I mean, with the Thai system, you can actually get in there after 3 months. And judging from their website, the actual PRA, they're saying you can work, study, or invest in the Philippines. You don't have to pay any customs duties or taxes if you want to bring your stuff over from your home country, up to $7,000. And some travel tax exemptions. If you want to study here, that's fine. And they'll help you out, free assistance with other government agencies and entitlement to Feel Health. But quite a lot of benefits. And so compared to Thailand, well, it does seem a bit more welcoming. I'll have to give it that. I don't know exactly how much red tape you have to go through to get this, but on first impressions, it looks pretty good. But there are things you need to kind of factor in. The infrastructure, I believe, in Thailand is better than medical services, dental, and I don't know, I'm being a bit pessimistic, but you don't get too many, well, apart from that nasty tsunami that happened back in 2003, too many major weather issues. There are typhoons in the Philippines that would kind of maybe turn me off a little bit, I don't know. But as the PRA, I think it's quite an attractive option. Thailand certainly doesn't have anything like that. So I'd be interested if there's anybody out there has lived in both countries and dealt with both systems. I'll be doing this with the other countries we're going to be having a look at. Yeah, let us know how is it different. I've heard that the Philippines is a bit more westernized. There's a bit more English spoken. That can be an issue here in Thailand with the language. But I quite enjoyed looking at that. That was not bad. Yeah, let us know what you guys think down in the comments about the Philippines. Have you? Yeah, as I said, if anyone's been there or is there now and has gone through this process, let us know what it's like down in the comment section below. All right, there you go. Bit of a worm's eye view. There's some visas that are available in Asia, and I just found it interesting because I got so many comments, and the Philippines kept coming up, and I've never actually. I'm on a marriage extension. I've never actually looked at the retirement visa. And most of my subscribers are retired or wanting to retire in Asia. So hopefully this video was useful. I found it very interesting, and it all depends. I mean, if your heart is set on retiring to a certain place, you're going to try and get there no matter what. I might do some more countries. I've been looking at Cambodia. Vietnam and Laos I probably won't do because they don't have an actual dedicated retirement program. So we'll see. Let me know if you want me to check out any other countries and compare. And I found it interesting anyway. So the situation here in DAC, we're in the dark red zone. Can't really go out much. It's raining as well a lot. So it's been quite fun looking around, seeing what else is out there. Anyway. Let me know your thoughts as always, and on that note, I'll say stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you in the next video.